This is the project we're going to do today using the Fawn Magic Picture Changer and the Magic Picture Changer add-on. And this is an Easter card, and you can see it's the Magic Picture Changer. And let's begin. We're going to be using the Fawn Magic Picture Changer dies along with its add-on, and I'm going to be using a Stampin Up Basket Bunch to create this work. So I've got some Nina Solar White 80 pound, and let's see, I want to get one of my magnets to hold this down. And in order to position it, I'm going to just put the die down so that I can get an idea of where I'm going to want to put the stamp. That seems to get in the way. And so for this front part, we are just going to do the basket. And so the basket is just going to go along here. Just along the bottom. And then I will close it up. Okay, and then I'm going to use some Memento Tuxedo Black. Okay, now I'm going to turn this around. And I am going to just stamp in the basket handle. Alright, and now I'm going to put in the other part. I'll turn this back around. Okay, and then we'll turn this around and we will stamp in the basket handle. Okay, now we're going to position the inside slide here so that we can position some of the stuff. So let's see, we'll put the grass in here first. Okay, I'm going to use some Stampin' Up Garden Green. Okay, and I put the inner part of the die here so that I can position the little animals that are going to go inside the basket. I'll put a post-it note so that I can mask off. And I'm going to turn this around again. And I'm going to do the grass one more time. Now there's also a little egg here with a heart that I'm going to kind of put in between. Okay, and I'm going to use the side with the bucket on it. And I just want the heart, the egg with the heart. So I'm going to mask off the rest of these. Okay, I forgot to take the mask off the last time when I stamped it, so I'm going to re-stamp the basket and everything. I'm going to color the basket. I'm going to use some E31, E25, and E29. Oh, wait a minute. Not E31, E21. So I'm going to start with the lightest color. Okay, little chick, I'm going to use Copic marker RV02 and RV04. For the chick's beak, I'm going to use YR27. Okay, for the heart and the egg, I'm going to do R29 and R22. For the bunny, I'm going to do Y23, Y26, and Y28. For the egg, I'm going to do BG05 and BG01. Okay, in the grass area, I'm going to use some YG61 and YG63. And I'm going to start with the YG63. Okay, now I'm going to do the background, and I want to make sure that all the white space here, I'm going to color with a Y00 Copic marker. Okay, we're going to put the top one back in here, and the stamp that says an Easter treat for someone sweet, I just want to stamp an Easter treat on here. And so I'm going to put this so it is just right above the basket. And I'm going to reposition this. I gotta do it this way actually. One up. So you see here I'm skipping this bottom one, and I'm going to reposition this. That way I can fit more onto here. And I'm going to put another mask on here. Okay, now I'm going to use some washi tape to hold these dies into place where I want them. And we'll just position them right at the bottom of the Okay, I'm going to use my Gemini Junior to cut these. So I need to put clear plate, plastic shim, magnetic shim. Then I'm going to put my die down, cutting side up with the paper and the cutting plate. Okay, and then we'll also do the other one. Alright, now this is cut, and so it's got some score lines here. So I'm just going to fold it along the score lines and then use my bone folder to shore them down. And there's also some very thin lines here. And so I'm also going to fold these. These are a little more difficult because the lines are so thin. Okay, this is some 1/8 inch double-sided tape. And so I'm going to put it on the front and the back of these 4 skinny ones. And whoops, then I'll use my bone folder to make sure that those are down really good. Okay, now on the back, I'm going to go ahead and remove the release paper. And then I'm going to fold these over. And what that does is it makes a track for this inside piece to fall in. Now what we're going to do, you notice this has got flaps, and these flaps are going to just go inside these slots here. So the bottom one is going to go in the bottom and so forth, so that it's just like this. And this will go in the little hole. Oops. Have to put these back in the slots. Okay, so then I'm going to close this and make sure that it slides easily. Okay. Now down here, I'm going to put some of my anti-static powder and just smear it on here, on the front and the back. And also along the edge here. And I'm going to make sure that this is all still in here nice and straight. I'm going to remove the release paper. And then just fold this back. And then you see like this. Okay, and then I'm going to now I'm going to cut the Magic Changer add-on I'm going to use some perfectly plaid Lawn Fawn paper for this. And so I think this one, well, let's see. I think this one will go good enough for it. So I'm going to go cut this out and I'll be right back. And I'm also going to cut the die that says pull out of the same paper. And I'll be right back. Okay, so I've got the pull tab and I'm going to fold it on the score line. And then that is going to be glued on the pull tab. And so you see this acts as a stopper so that you don't push it out too far. Okay, and then here's the add-on that I cut out. And there's a little slot in the top here, and that goes right underneath here. And so that's going to go on like this. And so to add the glue, you're just going to put it in the corners like this. And along the bottom and top edges. And then you just put it on, line it up, make sure everything still works, and then I'm gonna put this down for a bit and let it dry, and we'll be back. Okay, and so that's on now, and you can see when you pull it up, and also give it a good dusting. In both here, and that helps it to ride smoothly. Okay, now I'm going to put it on a card base. But before I put it on, I want to stamp whatever sentiments that I'm going to want to have in the card. Okay, the pull up here, I don't like the white, it's not really strong enough. So what I've done is I just cut the part that says full or pull out of some black cardstock. And I'm going to use the letters, and I'm going to just put the letters in. Okay, on the inside I'm going to use the May All Your Chocolate Be Solid. And then on the back of my, I like to use a stamp that I had made special that is handmade. And this is a rubber stamp, so I'm going to use the rubber stamp side. And I'm going to use some foam to prop it up, to put it on the card base. Okay, this is the final card. You pull it up and you get the picture. And open it up, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Bye.